All right, giant spec. I think we just go for, we obviously go for fangs here. This is the this is the way we like to start with this pack. So he clicks this, but he also has some carry techs. Well, it's good that he clicks this because I don't want him seem to, I don't want to see Mass Void Eye. Although we do have a very good Wasp tech to handle this. Nothing needs the heavy armor. It's time to get into Phantom Rays, I think. Because we probably need to set fire. We don't have any chaff clear, really. I think 4 squares back is reasonable. All right, this is what we want to see. We want him to commit into storms because those are ground attacking units. We're not going to range our hounds, despite what he think we might want to do here. Just click range on the hounds, build some more hounds, and then get demolished by the storms. No, thank you. That's why we take to the air. Question is, do we win by more than just the 2 packs of phoenixes, or I mean, rays? So we're kind of weak on this side, and that's because he put the storm there. Once he puts a storm here, we're gonna lose this. Fire Badger for free. We're not even gonna think about it. Wonder if we start selling the hounds. This guy did so little. Is it worth selling the hounds though? Like, it's just chaff. So this guy's does 10. I don't know. It's gonna walk out and die pretty quick, but we are trying to set fires. We'll just go for the fire maybe immediately. Storms are doing a lot, so let's keep the storms around. Perhaps we go for a defense upgrade. Just so this maybe can take another extra volley. Looks like he's taking to the skies now, so we have a threat to deal with. He has AA spec, of course. The full carry techs. do wonder if our fire is a little bit too forward. I think it's potentially okay because he doesn't really have like phoenixes here ready to snipe this. But it'll be super forward for sure. I actually want the missile to hit this just so it could slow it down, but we're gonna lose our storm for free. It's gonna be a super juicy missile for him. Yeah, that's a disgusting missile. At least we get the fire down. And that's all we needed them to do. Now the question is, do we go for Mustangs behind? We still have Fangs here, surprisingly. But I do wonder if we need to sell the Hounds. Are the Hounds doing anything? It's better to not just sell anything, but because you know the deployments, they're still chaff, right? It's like one pack. It's like a pack of Fang chaff if you add it all up together. EMP, not great now. Could be good later. Question is, do we upgrade these guys? Do we go range on the Fire Badger? I think range on the Fire Badger is cheap enough to go for it. We do need Mustangs here. I think for the Wasps, they can be aerial spec. Fortunately, we're unable to spend the money because we are too broke. Maybe we do upgrade. I don't know. I mean, this is doing so much damage. Right. We could also put down an oil. It's hard to say what we want to do here. Could go for a third Mustang in the middle. It's kind of a lot of Mustangs, but we might need it. Yeah. We do kind of need it. Surprised he's not letting one of the crawlers kind of come through. Maybe that's the benefit of the Phantom Rays a little bit further back. Yeah, he should let one crawler just move in. It makes a huge difference. Surprised he didn't go for another missile. That would have been really good value, I think. It looks like we don't have full fire coverage. I think the Mustang play probably was correct. We just need range or AA spec. Leveling up is not good though. I think we don't want to spend more on the Phantom Rays. I think we're just gonna have to live with that oil coverage. Might even want like Fire Badgers here to get these crawlers. Because what do the Phantoms do now? They don't do anything. They just get killed by the AA Wasps now. So look at aerial spec. I do believe in aerial spec. And actually, you know, this guy did a lot for some reason. Let's go for a couple Phoenixes. So we have some DPS. Probably want to missile this. And I probably want to go for an oil. But what about more units? Like, do we go for another Fire Badger here? Just so we can clear some more chaff? The nasty orbital. But it is a very expensive spell. I think we're quite close to the end of this game. Like if we, you know, I don't know if we can kill him with the factory here. It's very, very close. I think you need like round 7. Ooh, this was good. This is a very good, not great for some Mustangs, but at least we didn't put them all the way in the side, so. And if we can connect this fire here, we'd be very happy. It's perhaps unlikely, though. That being said, he is in the oil. We managed to clear the chaff here, surprisingly. He only has 2 wasps left, so that's his only anti-air. We have 2 phoenixes. Looks like we might be able to kill those wasps. Yep. Let's see how let's see how much work this one phoenix can do. I don't think it's gonna kill everything though. Yeah, it's a bit of a pity. If we had 2, still, I think even with 2, it's not gonna do that much. I think we actually go for the fire. He's gonna go for his own fire, you'd imagine. So I don't know if I go for the factory because he's gonna, do something like this. Can't really shield everywhere. So I think we just go for our own fire. Maybe fire from here to here. He actually does, what is this? 1, 2. He's got more stuff here actually to lose, so I don't want to fire from here to here. Just that the storms, they don't get fired. He might shield the storms, that's the problem. I think we do want to try to shield like a little bit, like maybe here. Throw a couple shields down is not horrible. Right? It's not too bad. We need to be selective about you can be kind of selective here. We don't want to I think we can go for another thing here. Let's hope we don't see the fire here. Okay, we do. It's partially blocked. We will lose 1 out of our 4 Mustangs, which is very, very nice. We may not even need to go for the factory here, given how well things are looking. We did spend quite a lot on the shields though. So I think I'm ready for the factory, but I want to finish him. I don't want to give him a chance to go melter. So the Vulcans are going to be devastating for us, which is why I think we have to go factory right now. And so are the rhinos. Everything's pretty bad for us. Wonder if we go for the rhino, the rate. I think we have to go for this. Yeah. Well, they do. The problem is that this is doing quite a lot of damage. We need to go for the Hail Mary factory here. I can see this starting to spiral out of control. Probably go for an oil. But I also want to go for the I want to go for an oil. I also want to go for a beacon. Beacon is more important than the oil. I think we could just go in here. It's kind of an opening. Maybe we just throw down the oil here so like nothing can kind of get in our way. All right. Goes for exactly what we predict. And we counter him pretty perfectly. I mean, he's gonna lose this pretty badly. That I wonder if he's still gonna be alive. You know, 2300. We might be able to do 2300 actually, because it was such a good counter to his to what he went for, which was obvious. It's very close. I think that's it. Yeah. So as much as I wanted to keep playing that, after I saw the drop, you know, for sure he was gonna go something against the Mustang, which was the Vulcan. I just knew that can't really wait for another turn. You know, you can't let him keep building his units, upgrading them, because eventually the factory isn't going to be effective anymore. So yeah, I mean, we had a very clear route here. If we chose here, he had more chaff coming in. Perhaps the oil would have been fine, but there's no guarantee that he was going for the Vulcan. So the fact that the oil ignited was kind of a lucky bonus for us. And you could just see this path had just way more stuff in there. Kind of made sense to go in here. But you never know, right? Like what is the right or wrong move until it actually happens. But it just seemed like there was less here. I mean, you look at all the empty space. There's nothing in front of the tower except for the void eye. You know, this one tank. It's pretty much nothing. And the chaff behind is, you know, only 2 packs. Here you've got like double amount of chaff, double the amount of tanks. So surely this is good. The only problem here is, I mean, the level 5 wasp does lock on, but if this was too far here and we kind of came in here, what may happen is this stuff will like survive because it doesn't lock on here. We lose this huge part of this board. The factory still lives, but then there's no more anti-air. So that is something to watch out for. So we'll take a look at that last round. Um, I don't think we can win this without a factory. I mean, knowing that he goes for this, you could consider rhinos with armor, right? Because the armor will invalidate his rhinos. However, the only problem is those storm crawlers will maybe decimate the rhinos. So it's kind of hard to say. Like maybe the worm would be better actually, but we could try with this. I guess we can upgrade these guys, but I don't know. Maybe click range on them just to keep them safer. And I don't know what else we do here. We do have an oil available, so we might as well use that to our advantage. Seems like the opponent was quite stingy on his defenses, so we are taking advantage of that. Maybe just upgrade one. So I think if the factory wasn't an option and we knew what he was doing, I think we just do this exactly. But here we are tanking. We're tanking for you know, until it stops tanking. Maybe we can get an ignition on his own oil here very soon. Yes, there you go. So this is working out surprisingly well. Maybe we need to trust more into non-factory units. So I think we still kill him there, 2330. The factory is just a little bit more reliable, but it's a bit more risky. Okay, so that actually works, which is crazy. Vulcans ourselves. We're not going to go Vulcans ourselves. We can go for some worms. Maybe, I don't know if we can elite recruit them or not. We can only elite recruit two. I'm not sure if that's enough. And then we could click armor. So if we have these guys going in, theoretically on paper, this would be even better than the, right, than the, well, okay, we're gonna need, I think we're gonna need, instead of speed, we go for the oil. Because the oil is like, it's doing so much for us here. So why don't we try this? So I think the sandworms are better than rhinos, except for the fact that they reburrow, which means if he's got some like units that lock on, they start attacking our air units. We did 2330 with the rhinos. Okay, so we do yeah, so this is slightly better. What about level 1 sandworms here? Are they gonna do the same thing? For some reason I feel like 3 level 1s is not as good as 2 level 2s, especially since there's no mech div either. Can click speed here, but I don't know if we want to, but let's just try it. This guy might be a little bit forward as well. I don't want this Raiden to be moving too far up, but at least the sandworm kind of gets out. Sandworm dies super quick for some reason. It's like we'll win this, but it'll be a smaller victory. Maybe like 1,000 or so. Yeah. All right, so we've seen all the possibilities. We're in a relatively decent spot. I think the reason why is he has gone for a lot of storms and he's gone for a wasp with elite marksman. That's crazy. Why doesn't he go for AA spec? Because and I think he built too many. Like we only went for 3 phantom rays, and the like he built way too many. He only needed like 2 with AA spec only, I think, and he just spent a little bit too much into those resources. At the end there, it doesn't matter anymore because we have the Mustangs. He needs to kill the Mustangs. They're really far back, and well, if we have something that tanks, he's gonna be in a lot of trouble. So we can see some other different placements of the factory. So if we kind of placed it here, let's make sure we click armor. We get the beacon. We get the oil. Right, so we only have speed here. We probably just try to oil this. Or actually even more like this. Just because something like this. Because you know, this might even come at us. So let's say we went for something like this, right? So standard corner factory, he missiles us right away, but well. In this case, you do want the speed to get because you want to kind of catch up here. the problem here, you see what's going on here. I think we're losing this real hard. So even if we win this, we don't have enough left behind, and if somehow our Mustangs go into the fire here, well, then we don't have any AA left. Now, I think that we're still likely to win this, but yeah, see, um, he's got the wasps. Doesn't look like the wasp will kill him because it's level 1, but you know, it's you know, we're not winning by that much, put it that way. Now, if you put the factory here, I think that it's a lot better because you tank all this. Like putting it here is just going to the tower. Putting it here, like I wouldn't even put it here. I just put it here, move it up, because what's the difference, right? Here, moving it forward here, you're moving it up. It just depends if this comes in faster here, or you know, is there enough space here because this comes quick, or is there more space here because this comes later, go there. So you can make an argument for putting it in the corner. All right, so go for the beacon, go for the oil. The oil here is going to be pretty effective. All right, go for armor and speed. So this is moving in at a rapid pace towards the tower, towards the oil. And this is tanking everything. So in retrospect, this looks like an even better beacon, even better factory, because it's just doing more tanking of these units. Somehow we managed to win here, and that's because of the debuff, partially. The factory's, you know, it's almost tanked too much here. It's almost dead. So, yeah, I mean, that works. You know, I'm sure this works. You can also just put it like a dumb factory here, but then again, your problem is the storms. You know, it may not be able to tank everything because these storms are doing a lot of damage. You want it to go into the factory. You don't want it to just be a stupid factory that just sits here and just gets pounded and doesn't move it, doesn't move anywhere. Right? It needs to be a factory with a mission because we need the debuff to get this kind of HP damage in order to end the game. Otherwise, you know how the games go when it goes for more than one round. The chances start slipping exponentially. You know, the longer the games goes on with these desperation factories. So, yeah, the opponent really made some confusing moves. I'm not sure what his thought process was, but yeah, the storms were pretty devastating. But the only problem is, you know, we're planning this transition to the air, and as well as the you know, the war factory finisher. So we're glad that he didn't have enough there to beat us.